Hey everyone, it's Brendan with the Pkwy Motors Auto Group. Today we're actually going to be reviewing with you the refreshed 2026 Nissan Frontier. And the one that we have here is the Pro 4X luxury package. And it's got a ton of little Nismo graphics and Nismo accessories to really make it a true one of one and demand some of that road truck presence this vehicle deserves. Let's check it out. So first and foremost, let's take a look at the beautiful front end of the Nissan Frontier. My first question for the audience here is, what do you think of this color? It's like a lava orange. There's a fancy name for it. I apologize, I don't know it exactly, but it is new for us. It's coming very, very soon, but I'm a fan. I think it really pops and stands out, especially if you're at Costco on a busy, long weekend and you can't find your vehicle because it's gray, black, or white like everybody else. This is a little bit different. Looking at the front of it, we've got our beautiful LED lights that are all built into this one housing. Nissan for years, if you go back to the old Pathfinder or Xterra days, we had a grille very similar to this. So there's a little bit of homage paid in tribute to the older Nissan or Datsun vehicles that had that same look to it. Nissan for the past few years on their Pro 4X series of vehicles, or Rock Creek, comes with this red lava orange accent. Beautiful job with that. As we go down, we've got our parking sensors. So this one here behind me, it is a pre-production model, so it doesn't have all the sensors for parking and lane keep assist on it right now, but it typically would have it down at the bottom. And then down below, we've got skid plates that come on the Pro 4X, and it has lava orange tow hooks if you're doing any kind of off-roading with the vehicle. Let's check out the side of the vehicle. Down the side here on the new Pro 4X, it comes with a new wheel design, like a brushed aluminum gunmetallic look. And from the factory, Nissan outfits the vehicle with a strong all-terrain mud and snow tire. These ones here right now, we have Toyos on the vehicle, but we have seen Nissan change up the manufacturer of tire company throughout. Still, on the Nissan Frontier, we have the black cladding over that wheel well, just making sure that if anything were to brush up against the side of the vehicle, it's not going to destroy that paint. Down below here, we've got these beautiful rock sliders, which make it easy for getting in and out of the vehicle, but if you're going to be doing any kind of off-roading with the vehicle as well. On the outside mirrors here, we've got our bird's eye 360-degree view camera. Nissan, we've had that now for a few years. On the outside here, I love how Nissan still has the gloss painted door handles matching the rest of the vehicle, not black door handles that we've seen on other vehicles. The one thing I would still ask, and I'm not sure why we're doing this, is we still have a cap, where we've seen some manufacturers go to a capless fuel system. It just makes it easy when you go to get gas, and as we are right now, the middle of winter, it makes it easy to plug and play and move on. But we still have the more traditional look here with the Frontier. I love this here, this is great. Nice step up for getting into the back of the bed. This one here is fitted with a tonneau cover. It's a tri-fold, so this is Nissan's OEM tonneau cover that comes with it. Of course, this is collapsible. I love the rear end. Let us know what you think of the back here. The black badging across the back here that has Frontier on it. I love that. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of this cladding that's on the back here. We have this on Nissan Titan and some of the other SUVs. We have seen that before. And then down at the very bottom here, we've got our hitch, and then our pin receiver as well for hooking up to tow. The nice thing with this particular vehicle is the towing capability is still one of the best in its class. And that's saying something, as this particular vehicle still has a naturally aspirated V6 engine, where we're seeing everybody else in this segment go to a 4-cylinder turbo, which arguably hasn't worked out or had the best response from either media or consumer reviews. But let us know your thoughts on that. We've done plenty of reviews for vehicles in this segment before, and it seems to be the comments that we typically get for this type of vehicle, or when we do any other off-make, like a Toyota, a GMC in this segment, the first thing people say is the Nissan Frontier is the best bang for the buck, and it still has a 6-cylinder. So are you team 6-cylinder, or would you rather see a 4-cylinder turbo come out in this in its next generation? Let us know in the comments down below. Let's check out the inside. So sitting in the truck now, my favorite thing is the seating position. It feels like a truck, the way your legs and your hips sit, where some vehicles like the Toyota Tacoma, you sit a little bit more outright because the cabin, the depth of the actual inside isn't quite as high. It's a little bit more narrow top to bottom, so you tend to sit a little bit more outright sitting in a Tacoma than when you're sitting in a Frontier. I'd say maybe 2 out of 10 people recognize or realize, but you don't know until you drive both, typically back to back. We have the same look inside the Frontier as we've had now since 2022 when it got redesigned. We've got that beautiful red stitching inside, black leather seats. We've got that nice red stitching onto the dashboard. They have added for this year a Frontier logo down at the very bottom, and the screen has grown immensely in size, which makes it nice when you have your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto hooked up. Just ease of seeing everything and being able to push those buttons. We've got our moonroof over top. In the back here, we have a rear slider. Now, I would like to see Nissan down the road make that power. Any competitor in this class or full-size truck has the capability to turn the power rear slider window from up above. That's something we don't see yet. The audio system in this, Nissan has been with Bose for quite some time, and then in our trucks we've either seen Rockford Fosgate, or in this one specifically it's Fender. I will say I'm not a big fan of Fender audio. I do find it gets a little bit muddy and distorted when you're listening to your audio at higher levels. I would love Nissan to bring back Bose into their truck series, or the approach they've taken with the QX80 Infinity or the Nissan Armada. They've switched to Klipsch audio, which I think is the best audio sound of any vehicle I've ever been in. So that might be something that the engineers and designers are working on for the next Frontier, but it's something that would be worthy of a good conversation to people that are on the front lines every day selling these vehicles, to be able to have Klipsch audio or Bose in the event of when that new model gets redesigned. Let's hop out and let's get some final thoughts on what we think of this new Frontier. All right, that's it for our 2026 Nissan Frontier Pro 4X luxury package review. Let us know what your thoughts are. The one thing I have to commend Nissan on this is the engine, the powertrain, and how it drives. The price is also something worthy of having a look when every other vehicle in this segment keeps creeping up in price. The price as this one sits, without the accessories that they have added to this one here, comes in at a very respectable $59,600, which is a great price in comparison to everything else that's out there going above 65 or 70,000 or up. First and foremost, the Tremor does come with a whole slew of different options. This one here, the way they've optioned it out, has everything I think a truck enthusiast would want in his dream truck. So this one here behind me has the 3.5 EcoBoost. Now there is going to be some questions or comments related to that, so make sure you leave that down below. But 3.5 EcoBoost engine, but the biggest thing is it has the 402 option A package, which gives you all the neat little creature comforts and leather seats that you get in this one here behind me. We've got a optional dual panel moonroof, and we'll get right into it. First and foremost, let's take a look at the front end of this beautiful Tremor. First thing I love is, I love these grills at the very top, or the vents if you will. We see that obviously on the Ford Raptor. I think it's a nice touch to get on this beautiful Tremor package. We've got the beautiful orange accents along. Really signifies that this is a Tremor. It's a Tremor related, obviously, accent that we see on these. The beautiful LED headlights. This particular package has all of the little sensors and sonar systems for parking. We've got our front camera system as well, so we know exactly where the nose is of that beautiful beauty at the front, making sure we don't damage that grille, because I'm sure that grille would be extremely expensive to replace, and we don't want to do that, right? We've got the LED fog lights as well at the very bottom, and overall I think it's one of the nicest looking trucks on the market. Let us know what you guys think. Obviously this is a very extremely competitive segment, but there's a reason why the vehicle behind me here is the best selling vehicle in North America, the Ford F-150. So let's take a look at the side here. So along the side, we've got our power adjustable outside mirrors. We've got the LED bulbs as well in the side. One thing I like about it, if you're driving at nighttime and you're out in cottage country or in a small town and you want to see what's on either side of you, there's a button inside the truck that allows you to turn the lights on. So it just helps with parking, whether you're backing up or pulling in, you have that option to do so in this truck. Along the side here, we've got that beautiful orange Tremor badge, the gorgeous grille down below. I love the material. It's like a metal finish to it. And then we've got these awesome running boards. I want to talk about running boards for a second. Some vehicles you go to get in or get out, and they're little itty bitty things, and it's hard to sometimes get your foot on it. I'm a size 12, so I need some space and I need something to actually, some real estate for my foot to actually rest upon when I'm getting in or out. This gives me that ability, and we'll check that out shortly. So we've got the tinted windows on this one that was optioned and done aftermarket. As we go along, we've got the body colored door handles, which looks great with the intelligent key. We've got that gorgeous Tremor badge across the back here. And the Tremor package offers you the special LED lights, signature lights to this particular package. And then looking at the rear here, not only does the rear tailgate drop in one piece, but it also has the ability to open up like a door. So if you're a contractor and you've got 2x4s, or you've got wood materials or pieces that are a little bit longer, you've got that ability to do so here as well in this particular option. As we see, most trucks are a one-piece tailgate. This one splits in three, offers a little bit more diversity, if you will, when it comes to what you can actually put in the back here and how you go about doing so. Looking at the back, we've got our wiring harness, we've got our hitch on the back, of course, our tow hooks at the rear of the vehicle, and I love that beautiful dual exhaust at the back. What do you guys think of that, right? I think that looks great with the Tremor package across the very back. I love how Ford still is doing the stamped F-150. I think it looks great, and I love the badge they've done. Through the years, we've seen so many changes with this, different shades of blue. I like this dark navy that they've done over the past little bit. Do you have a pickup truck right now if you're currently watching? Is it an F-150 or is it something else? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you guys think of this new Tremor F-150. Let's hop inside and take a look. So I recently did a video on Instagram and TikTok. What I was talking about in that video, I talked about 3 things that I love about the truck and 1 thing that I wasn't as big of a fan of. But one of the things I really love about this F-150, and keep in mind, with all due respect to the other trucks, I've driven Rams, Tundras, full-size trucks, Titans, Chevy Silverados, and Sierras. I will say that getting in this truck here, that this is the most comfortable truck that you can drive. The seats are the most comfortable. I love what Ford has done. I love that Tremor badge across the top. I love the material and how they've put it together. But sitting in the truck, arguably, I think is the nicest, most comfortable place that you can sit in any full-size truck on the market today. Do you agree or disagree? As we go through it here, we've got the beautiful heads-up display, gives all the information in front of me. It is adjustable. We've got this gorgeous LED screen. I love what Ford has done on the new one. It's super crisp, super clear, easy to read. On the left-hand side here, we've got all of our heated seats. We've got 3 different driver's seat positions that we can set to the vehicle. All of our window controls are here. I love where they've put the armrest. Super easy, super convenient. It's not too high, not too low. There's actually 2 different spots, I guess you could say. We've got one here at the top of the window and then one a little bit lower. So depending on how you're feeling and how you're positioned, or the height of the driver, of course. The steering wheel is nice and thick, easy to read, obviously. And one thing I have to commend Ford on for this one is how convenient and how easy the cruise control is. Cruise control in some vehicles, you have to push in sequence a bunch of different buttons, and then you're trying to figure out where everything actually shows up on the screen. With Ford here, you just hit it once and it's on. Set it and forget it almost, right? There's a company that uses that slogan. I'm not sure what it is, but maybe it'll be Ford's new thing. Set it and forget it. We've got our driver distance control on here as well, our lane keep assist, and then all of our Bluetooth functionality as well. The car does come with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It's got this beautiful massive screen here as well that displays that. And then down below, we've got our trailer brake control, our systems here between 2 high, 4 high. If you want 4 automatic and 4 low, we've got that offered to us here as well. Down below, we've got this beautiful stainless steel slider above that allows us to access down below the wireless charger, USB plug-in, and also your USB-C for those that have the newer iPhones or Android devices. We got some nice big cup holders. You can easily fit it your Yeti or your Stanley mugs down below, a 12 volt plug-in, and then our 120 volt plug-in for those that want to get busy and stay busy while working on the job site. If you're a contractor, to get your laptop or Apple iPad up on the little device here, you can still work while you're on the job site in the comfort of your truck on a day like today where it's almost freezing, and keep yourself nice and warm inside the vehicle. Down below here, we've got a massive storage bin as well, which also does have USB-C down below here. I'm just noticing. We've got 2 plugins down below. And then over here, we've got a little storage bin, neat little button that pops that open. Good sized glove box down below. Let us know, what are your thoughts? Do you like the interior, and how do you think this stacks up against everybody else? And lastly, above me here, let's point out this beautiful dual panel moonroof. This does come as an optional upgrade on F-150 Tremor. This one here, the way it was optioned out, again with that 402A package, this was also an addition that was put in. Lastly, Bang & Olufsen has now been with Ford for a few years. We see it in the Bronco, we see it in the F-150. Most Tremors come with a 6-speaker Bang & Olufsen audio system. When you get the 402A package, as this one has, it's a 14-speaker audio system. So that's what, more than double the regular Tremor package. And if you're listening to music, I'm a big country music fan. I throw the country music on here and it sounds phenomenal, almost to the tune of having to turn it down because it does get quite loud with all the acoustics inside the truck. But massive fan, and I think they've done a splendid job in this new F-150 in this particular package, offering tons of power, lots of torque, and functionality inside the truck for days, and comfort and convenience. Let's hop out for our final thoughts on this new F-150. So that wraps up our F-150 review. Let us know, since we've had this truck, this Tremor sitting in our lot, it's brought on some controversy from those that have had F-150s. We get people on some sides of the fence that are like, no, I wouldn't buy it because I want that V8 Coyote engine. Other people that are more fuel efficiency conscious or want that torque that this delivers, around 400 pound-feet, want the 3.5 EcoBoost. So what side of the fence are you on? Are you V8 or are you EcoBoost V6? Let us know in the comments below. If you can hit that like and subscribe button, we'd greatly appreciate it, as weekly we drop videos related to car content and car reviews like this. Let us know in the comments, are you an F-150 buyer, a Sierra, a Toyota Tundra buyer, or are you looking at something completely different? Let us know, we'd greatly appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next video. Come get it.